Hi, for those who don't know me, my name's Marcus from Britain. Today we're going to be opening the Ace Apex, which everyone's been waiting for. There are plenty of you that have got them on order. Without further ado, same size box as the Aces, lighter obviously because it's a lighter unit. If we open this up, what we've got in here is a well-packed, sturdy, protected, headphones protected, control box is protected in the packaging, nice and sturdy as Garrett's have done before, even more so around these items as they've changed the format within the box. We have a bag which contains all the ancillary items that you're going to require. So we have a quick guide for the Ace Apex going through the machine. There would normally be an instruction manual, which we don't have because it wasn't printed when Garrett sent this to us, but we do have it for the MS3s, which is just a small, quick guide, easy to use, easy to read. You can stick it in the back of your pocket. Garrett's warranty form, and in the bag we have the usual Garrett 2 washers and wing nut and bolt for attaching the stem, the new Viper coil, to the machine, and we have the 2 micro USB connectors, one for charging the headphones, one for charging the actual unit. We have the MS3 headphones, which are familiar to many of you, which are completely wireless to the metal detector. Unlike previously, the AT Max was wireless to the unit. Previous machines were to a module. We don't have that anymore. It is just straight to the machine. I see, nice sturdy packaging. We have the top stem, which comes with a small screen protector that you can peel off, arm strap, and nice firm rubber grip. If I compare that to an Ace, I'll just grab one from behind me. You can see how the displays are very familiar to those of you who have used the Garrett before, and you can see it's actually not as wide, a little bit longer, but vastly thinner. So a hell of a lot lighter than the Aces of before. What else we have in here? We have the Garrett 2 stems, which are just tucked in here. Like all Garrett stems, you have locking colours these days on them, and positions that you can put it into. So you have the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 sections that you can put it in, and locking colours to tighten it up. Underneath here, you undo these 2 quick release tie wraps that you can reuse again if you want to. Lift up, and underneath is the new Viper coil, complete with its coil cover already on. Familiar size and shape to a lot of coils that are on the market, narrower, longer, giving more ground coverage, and then multi-flex technology. So that are the items that you would find in the box. You would have your coil connector, nut bolt washers, you will have your charging leads, you'll have your instructions for both the headphones and the control unit, and in the box the main parts, the 2 stems, middle and bottom stem, top stem, coil cover, and WS3 headphones. Everything you need to start detecting. So we've now taken the Ace Apex out of the box. We've got all the component parts here. Again, we haven't got the instruction manual, but we've got the one for the headphones, we've got the quick start guide. We've also got the 2 charging leads, one for charging the unit, one for charging the headphones, which we won't be using for this bit. So we're left with the top stem, the middle and lower stem, the nut bolt and 2 washers, the coil and the headphones. Again, headphones we won't be using for the moment, so I'll put those over there. Assembling an ace is very simple, always has been, always will be. We start off with the middle stem and just loosen the two locking collars very slightly, and making sure these pop studs are popped in, and just move the stem out. We have two washers which basically have three little holes in, which correspond to the three pins inside here, and you just push these in. There's one already in, and on the other side. So you end up with the two washers into here first of all. Taking the coil, we now slide this in between the two lugs and we pop the bolt through. Notice I'm doing it from the other side because it's easier then for doing up the bolt on this side. So just slide in and just start tightening the bolt up. Pulling through and just tighten up until there's just a little bit of friction here. We'll adjust this afterwards when we've assembled the machine. Now I find the easiest thing on the top part is to actually remove this bit. We slide that over here first because you'll find it easier in assembling the machine. Putting the top stem into the middle, pop the two pop studs and slide in. Once you're sliding in, you're pushing home until it goes into the first two. We now take the locking collar and pulling it slightly down, we give it a twist and it will start to tighten up. You'd now adjust the machine to the right height for your use. Garrett are the only manufacturer that put the cable in line with the coil connector, so it doesn't matter whether you go over the front or over the back first. We basically just start turning and twisting and at the same time moving the cable up until we have got to the point where we can now plug in. The cable connector will only go in one way. It has a cutout on the top corresponding to this pin here. So it will only go in one way, and he double checks and slides home and we tighten up. You can now see that the machine, the cable is tight around the stem. There's no slack. There's a little bit of movement at the bottom, which is good, and I can now tighten up. That is your ace apex. Just tighten those up again. I didn't do that properly. That is your ace apex now assembled and ready to use. Hopefully that video has been useful to you, introducing the Ace Apex to you, the unboxing and the assembly of the machine. Hopefully for people who are not used to Garrett, they may not have known about the washers going on the inside and also how the cable goes on the stem and the locking collars, which is typical with most of the Garrett range now. Just in case you were wondering, it is a real machine, it does work. I won't go into it now. That's for other videos which will be forthcoming. But hopefully you've enjoyed that and it's been useful to you. If you have any questions, you can always give us a ring or come look at us on Facebook, messenger us. Stock, everyone's asking the same thing. When am I going to get my machine? We don't know is the answer. They're due shortly to start shipping. It was due to be at the end of July. We believe it's slipped back just a tiny little bit, so we're hoping it's going to be middle of August 2020 now. So thank you very much for watching. Please look at some of our other videos. Thank you.